Okay, some of you are finding it difficult to get into MyMath and find your login, so I've put extra instructions here and I've put this video now as well. So the first thing is there's a link to the site when you open the PDF. So the first thing is you've got to open this PDF down here, okay? Then if you click this link, what you'll see up here is that you instantly get it open to the link. What we need to do is keep going backwards and forwards. So you need to put in Melbourne and compass 119. So if I put in compass 119 there, I've already got it there. It's not going to let me do this just now. So I'm just pressing login. Okay. You then get to the screen here. So my portal username and my portal password is for you. Okay. So the next thing is we are going to go to this part here, find your login and password. It's alphabetical. So what I mean by that is scroll down here. Why would there be 9 pages? Because it's all of your names and passwords. So scroll down here and find your password and your username. I've made one for myself here, so I'll enlarge the screen now. So this is for me just to show you how it works. So 194JRR. So I'll go back over here and I'll put in 194 and JRR, but you don't see that part. Then this is what I've set for you. You can save your password at the side. I'm not going to do that, but what you'll see is now I've got my information there. If I go to this, then equations one step is revision for you. The whole practice of this, learning how to use the site is a task in itself. Okay, you'll find there's 2 things. You've got lessons and you've got online homework. So what we're going to do is go to the lessons, but what I've put here is for fraction problems. If you have a over 2, which is a divided by 2 equals 4, how do you find a? The opposite of dividing is timesing. So if it's divide by 2, we will times by 2. So to find a alone, times both sides by 2 means that you end up with 2 times 4 and it's 8. If it was b divided by 3, the opposite is 2 times by 3. So it's just to show you because there's a couple of problems with division. Okay, go to the lesson. And what you'll find is you've got 1 to 8. Just do it from 1 to 8. You can actually go from here as well. So I'll click that just to show you. This will take you to 1. Okay, and then you'll see a scroll bar here that goes through the lesson. So when I start the scroll bar, you've got busy and dizzy from the alien race, and if you scroll down, it will talk you through it. So here we go, let's weigh them. So we'll go put busy in the scale first, and when they put them in the scale, you'll see the scale changes. So you can see it's at 15. They've put 15 there as well, if you notice. Then it says now let's put dizzy in the scale. So you just keep taking the bar, scrolling it down. How heavy is dizzy? You can try and figure it out yourself. Remember, we were at 15. So what is this reading? It's not 32 in case you think that. It's between 25 and 30. So it's 26, 27, 28. And then you can try and find out what dizzy is. We're going to start using algebra in this. So it's just to remind you how you can use that. So if we have dizzy plus 15 is 28, you can figure out because the opposite of plus is take. Okay, and then you can find this mass. Then you go to number 2 and you try to find the answers and put them in and press mark it when you're ready. Then we can start using algebra. Again, it'll talk you through, so don't just drag it down the speed I'm doing, it's just to show you how to work it. And then you've got, here's some examples with different operators. Click on an equation to see the solution. So when we click on it, it will show you if it's plus 6. Then if you add something plus 6 is 21, to find x, you go back and you take 6. So you have dealt with the equations before, so if it's plus 6, take 6. If it's minus 6, then what do we do? The opposite is to add 6. What do we do when it's right beside each other? When they're right beside each other, it means times, so the reverse is divide. And what do we do if it's divide? The reverse is times, okay? So it's maybe not the way we would normally write it out, but it's just to show you. Then you can try some questions yourself, so you can keep referring back about how to do things and then answer them yourself, press mark it, and then it's also possible to solve equations using inverse operations. So that means if you see add, you'll subtract. So If you have subtract, you'll add. So start with 3. If we subtract 2, add 2, you get 3 again. So it's just to show you that, to get you into the habit of doing the opposites. So if you've got divide by 2, then multiply by 2 to get back to what you want. So here, plus 6, the inverse would be to take 6. So you know that. We don't write it like that, but it's just to give you the idea. And then you get x is 2. If it's minus 2, what do you do then? You add 2, and you could go straight to the answer, but this is talking you through, okay? Right, and then you can have a go at some more questions. And then lastly, what you have to do is match up them. So what we have to do is drag them, or sorry, sometimes you drag. This is just match up. So if I have what plus 3 is 10, 7 plus 3 is 10. So if I click that, then I click that, they disappear. Okay, so you go through all of that. When you've went through all the lesson, then you can then go to the online homework. And then you're trying out some skills yourself. All of this you should be able to handle because it's more basic calculations and more basic equations. However, it's just to get you into the idea of using the site. Then when you've done, press mark it, go on to set 2. There's more questions. Remember, if it's divide, you do the opposite in times, and you've got some worded questions there as well. Once you've completed it, I'll just put some numbers in here. Press mark it, and I'll put some numbers in here. Press mark it. Okay, then you'll see don't close homework. Okay, press see your summary, and what you'll find is it will give me my results. Now you know I didn't put any effort in there, so don't finish and close. If you've done ridiculously poorly, then try again, and it will generate different questions, but it'll give you a chance to try again. So only when you're happy with it, then finish and close. Okay, I hope that helps. So that is where you should be once you've signed in, and you can log out or you can save that, I guess, to your bookmarks. My results, you'll see that I can rate it. It's told me I've got 0% because I didn't do well, did I? And then you can see that this will tell me that I've completed it as well.